After Deion Sanders' first game at Colorado, where they went into Fort Worth and beat TCU, he asked everyone the question. He said, "Do you believe now?" After that game, I was like, I don't know. I need to see a little bit more. Like, it's been one game. But now after Colorado goes to UCF, final score 48-21 for the Buffs. They were 2 touchdown dogs on the road. Tell you what now, I am starting to believe this Colorado team may just be for real.
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, hey. I'm telling you, man. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong owes me money or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead.
But Colorado and Coach Prime, who I thought were going to be fine, they went on the road to the bounce house against a really good offense, Gus Malzahn, KJ Jefferson, and the Knights. Paul, they're 4-1 and at the top of the Big 12 standings.
And of all the schools that impressed me the most on Saturday, it was Colorado. I mean, they went someplace I thought would be incredibly difficult. And they won. They won just in dominating fashion. And you know, I don't need to add to the Travis Hunter situation, but yeah, as someone who has been very critical of Deion Sanders, I mean, I have to say what he has managed this team quite well, in spite of all the bullets and all the attacks and all the criticism. Some of it coming from me, and I give him enormous credit. I don't think very many people thought this was possible, other than maybe a group of sycophants out there in Boulder.
We'll see in the bottom right, we got UCF and Colorado, and no, this game is not over, as you just saw. There is 2 minutes and some change to go. There's a lot I got to say. I don't want to make this a super long video, but there is a lot I got to say. Colorado quite literally opened up a can of whoop ass. This is the best I've ever seen Colorado look. They look better than they did against TCU. This is the best. I'll go as far as saying this. This is the best I've ever seen Deion Sanders' Colorado team look ever this year and last. And I know Colorado fans are going to run to the comments and say, Matt, I told you so. And guess what? You did. And I'm going to say it right now. As to where it stands, the season's not over. Don't get too crazy. But as to where it stands right now, I'm wrong. And I was wrong about this Colorado football team. And I owe the Colorado fan base and this Colorado team and players an apology. I said all year up until this point, this is not a real football team. This is not a serious football team. This is an AAU basketball team. That's all they are. They got a couple good players. You know the spielio dealio, but I'll say it again. They got a couple good players. The coach rolls the ball out on the floor and tells them, hey, go make a play, son. That's what they are. With Shedeur Sanders, Jimmy Horn Jr., Travis Hunter. But it wasn't the case. Now, don't get it twisted. Shedeur and Travis still did their thing. But what I saw with the blocking from the O-line, the defense, and I'm going to talk about the defense because I've been giving them an extremely hard time since last year. I said they sucked. No, they don't suck. They don't. And I hope for Colorado's sake this isn't a one-hit wonder. But what I saw today is a great offense and a good defense. I'm even saying their defense is above average. They were good. And I'll clap it up. As you can probably tell, I'm just stunned. I never thought Colorado could look this good.
We'll have a little Travis Heisman conversation in a bit, guys. But I want to talk about, this whole content traveling bus with Deion going down there to Orlando. They went on the Hail Mary. Is Colorado a better football team this year than they were last year? Are they a better football team? We know what Travis Hunter can do. We know what Shedeur can do and the weapons that they have.
Yeah.
But the expectations coming into this year was, are you going to get to a bowl? So are they a better football team this year?
I do. I think overall they are a better football team. I think overall they're protecting Shedeur better than they did a year ago. I think that they're making an effort to try to run the football a little bit and to add that to their arsenal. But Travis Hunter, he's been phenomenal, right? Defensively, I like the fact that they can at least somewhat rush the passer at times, right? And that's key for me. Like, they actually can make a play or two. In the defense side of football.
Why'd you say wow, Scoop?
Because some crazy things are happening in that Georgia game. I know some of y'all are watching. We'll talk. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
Just to what you said, yes, I do agree that they are a better football team this year, and they were running the football today, 128 yards rushing. What impresses me the most about Colorado right now, as you look at them, that's back-to-back games that were toss-ups that we didn't know if they were going to win. They were a double-digit underdog coming into this game.
Yeah.
That's another game, TCU last year, that they've won as double-digit underdogs, and you don't see that often from teams in the college football season. So right now, Colorado has 4 wins. The goal is what? Bowl game.
Right.
They have 7 games left. If you can at least give me 2 out of those 7, then we're going bowling.
Their chances.
We're going bowling, right? Next game is Kansas State. After that is Arizona. Kansas State, I like Kansas State winning that.
Yeah.
Tough one to win.
Yeah,
but I
see.
like Arizona. After that, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, then Utah. Then they got Kansas and Oklahoma State to close out the season. So I think they have a chance here to at least win 2 out of those last games.
All right, so the question I think here is, Travis Hunter's going to be in New York. Right, I don't think there's really any debate about that.
I mean, if he's not in New York, I'm not watching.
And that I think a lot of people are going to say that because he, quite frankly, is doing things that we have never seen done in college football before. We have seen them tried many times, but the consistency with which he is playing both sides and the efficiency with which he is playing both sides is simply tremendous. And the fact that he's able to do it week in and week out. You see him jumping routes here, touchdown and an interception again in the game today. He's playing over 100 snaps per game.
Yeah.
So the
and always making an impact, no matter what, on both sides of the football. And that's where I just feel like, we would be doing a disservice to the game if what we think is the best athlete in college football is not present